Does he make both? That's up to the player, but the referees did not do their job tonight. They were terrible.
Yeah, you have a situation like that where there's just calls you think aren't going your way. How do you kind of coach your team through that?
We fight. We're going to play, not complaining, but at some point, there's got to be a review. And so, understand he drives the ball, he gets slapped, it's a foul. If it was the other way, it would be a foul, right? So just being consistent, and tonight the referees were not consistent.
There was a couple times his flag was just on the ground, going to the lane, making big shots. He just kept going again and again and again. What does that just say about his mentality?
He's going to continue to keep going until they blow the whistle. There's a lot of fouls missed with this young man, and maybe they just don't know his game yet, but that's who he is. He's going to continue to keep driving. He's not going to get discouraged. And tonight he backed up what he did the other night. He put his team in a position to win a game or to tie the game, and unfortunately we did not do that.
How would you assess how this team has changed for you in the course of the year? Obviously, a year ago with the trade, but now having Cooper under center, how would you assess how the team has changed around him and how you've changed yourself as well?
Yeah, I think, it's definitely changed with the trade and then the draft. But the one thing that's been consistent is injuries. We just have been hit with a lot of injuries, and unfortunately we're playing and stretching guys that normally wouldn't be playing these minutes, but next man up mentality, and the guys have responded in a positive way. We've played in a lot of close games. The ball's bounced our way once in a while, but we've lost a lot of close games. And so for a young team, it's only going to make us better as we go forward. And we just got to continue to stay positive and keep working.
And for Cooper, just having another big game tonight, in terms of the mentality going forward, how important is it to him to have that aggression for other guys to feed off that as well?
Yeah, well, that's how he's built. He's built to win. He's going to try to do everything to help his team win. And he's done that, all season. And so for us as a group, if we can get some consistency, for our health, we've been in and out, and that's one of the biggest things that we have to get better at is our health, and then, understand what we have. And right now it's just next man up mentality and hold it down until we get healthy.
Jason, B. Will had gotten off to such a great start tonight. What did you guys miss by not having him out there for over half the game?
You said it best. You asked the question and answered the question. He was off to a great start at 13 points and got hurt. And so just understanding, when you have someone off the bench like he has been, and he's been playing at a high level for us, and so to lose someone like that, that definitely put us in a bind. But again, the guys kept fighting, and it comes down to one possession.
Man, how tough is it when you guys keep getting involved in all these clutch games and keep coming up short?
I would say it's a bit rough, but I think we kind of are taking the right approach when it comes to just like the mental side of it. Of course, the frustration is there, but throughout the process of the close games, we're learning different things that we can do to prevent them in the long run and in the future down the stretch of the season.
What did you see on that last shot on that drive by Cooper?
I feel like it was a good shot. It was one of the shots that just ran in and out. Had a chance to get the offensive rebound. I think 2 possessions when we got 2 shots up, and it just went away from us. It's one of those ones where it's like we could think of just like what could we do better. Free throws, all kind of stuff, kind of like tied into it. So, we had a good battle until the end.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of his overall performance?
Coops? Oh, amazing. I mean, put the ball in his hands and good things happen. Throughout the stretch of the game. We trust him to take those shots at the end of the game that he took, and majority of the time those shots fall. I'm pretty sure it was tough that he didn't see that last one go in. I mean, he just came off a 49-point game, so, the sky's the limit for him, so just let him just get the ball and go.
How do you guys bounce back coming up Tuesday against Boston?
Really just focus on health, make sure our bodies and everything is ready to go. It's going to be another tough game coming for us. We just have to have that mentality, just coming in and handling business, no matter who's out there on the floor. We had a couple of guys fall this game, and it was just a next man up mentality, and that's how we got to have it throughout the rest of the season, honestly.
One of those guys was B. Will. He had scored the last 10 points in the first quarter. Mm-hmm. What did you miss by not having him?
He was just attacking the basket. He was getting downhill. He was facilitating the offense, and he was knocking down shots. Majority of the shots that he get frustrated whenever he gets to a point to not making those, but he was ready for those moments tonight for sure. And it just sucks to see how he went down.
Was it even tougher on a night when you held Kevin Durant
Yeah, I mean, I feel like overall defensively we did a pretty good job. You know, that's a pretty good team on the other side of what we had faced for sure. And at the end of the day, like we take what we can get, but they fought to the end.